channel. On today's video, I'm gonna show you all how you can make your own 100% virgin coconut oil at home. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, please consider to subscribe and put on your notification bell so that I always know each time I upload a new video. So these are the coconuts that we are going to use in making this coconut oil. We'll be using 3 coconuts to make this oil, and first thing, we have to break this coconut and remove the coconut water from this coconut. So I'll be breaking this coconut behind the camera, then I'll show you guys how I separate the water. When making coconut oil, make sure you choose an old coconut for your coconut oil. These coconuts, I purchased it online from Chinese app store, because here in China they drink the young coconut, so it's not easy for you to find the old coconut. So I have to go online to order for old coconut. So as you can see, these coconuts are well ripe and old, enough to use to make coconut oil. So after breaking all the coconut, these are the quantity of coconut that we're going to use in making this coconut oil. And also, as you can see, this is the amount of water that I got from the coconut. So we are going to put away this water. I'm going to put it in a bottle, then take it away so that we can go on in making our coconut oil. So this is the next process. In this process, you have to be very, very careful. Many years ago, I was doing this and I cut my palm while trying to bring out coconuts. Okay, so I'm always careful whenever I want to do this. If you have any other method to do this, please, you can choose that method. This process is very, very important. You have to pay attention so that you won't cut your hand with the knife. So guys, the next stage is cutting these coconuts. I need to cut all of them into smaller pieces so that my blender can be able to blend it very well. You can also remove the brown part of the coconut skin if you want your coconut oil to be pure white in color, but I'm okay with the color that it has. And I also think that it's too stressful for me to start removing the brown part of the coconut skin, because I'm not selling it. This coconut that I'm using for myself. So after cutting the coconut into smaller shapes, I wash the coconut and set up my blender. I add few coconuts into the blender. I add more water for my blender to be able to blend the coconut very well, because my blender is not that strong blender. So I have to add much quantity of water to it so that it can blend this coconut very well. My blender is too small. I have to repeat this process 3 times before I could finish blending all the coconut that I cut. Okay, right now I have to allow you to enjoy this video and watch how we make this coconut oil. Please don't be in a hurry. Get a seat, relax, and watch the process. So after pressing out the coconut milk, I added a little water to the bag to make sure that I press out the remaining coconut milk in that bag. Guys, I don't want to waste anything. So we have to cover this coconut milk and allow it to separate and also ferment for 2 days. Some people leave their own for 3 days to ferment. This fermentation allow the coconut smell to come out so that when you make your coconut oil, it will have this perfect scent, this very lovely smell of coconut oil. So this is the advantage of allowing your coconut milk to ferment before you start making coconut oil. So guys, this is the coconut milk that we left to ferment. This is a day and a half. It's not yet up to 2 days that we did this, but I think I'm not going to wait. I don't have that patience to wait. So when you look here, you see that the coconut milk has separated. From here is the water, the curd and the oil up here. So we left it for the coconut milk and the water to separate. So the next thing that we are going to do now is to put it in the fridge for hours. Okay, put it in the fridge for like 2 hours, then bring it out. If you can't wait for hours, please put it in the freezer for 30 minutes. Then after 30 minutes, it will be okay for you to start making your coconut oil. Oh, let me open it so that you guys can see. Wow. Woo. It has started fermenting. You can see. And I can hear the smell from here. Mmm. The smell of coconuts. So next, we have to put the coconut milk inside the freezer and leave it for 30 to 35 minutes before we bring it out and start preparing our coconut oil. So after leaving it for 30 to 35 minutes in your freezer, the coconut milk will be solidified. And when you bring it out, you have to separate the coconut milk and the water. You put the solidified one into your pot. You can get an extra bowl and put the coconut milk inside the bowl to make sure that there is no extra water that followed the coconut milk. Then later you can add the coconut milk into the pot by removing any extra water that followed the spoon or whatever that you're using to separate it from the water. Okay, or you can just put it straight to the pot like I'm doing right now. So make sure you get out all the coconut milk, and after that you throw away the water. So we keep checking the coconut oil, and you keep checking the coconut oil to know when the water is dried. Okay, we have to make sure that the water is well dry before we off the heat, because if there is any little water that is left in the oil, it's going to spoil our oil. Okay, so as you can see now in this pot, there is still water inside the oil, so we have to allow it to dry very well before we can off the heat. So later I remove the chaff, which is the cord, because I don't want it to enter inside my oil. I will show it to you guys later. You can see this oil very pure, and I like the color and everything. The smell of coconut is all over my room. Very lovely. So guys, this is the amount of coconut oil that we got from the three coconuts. The color is so pure, very natural. The smell is so nice. Also, you can use this to create coconut body scrub for yourself, and this is very good to the skin. And I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make 100% virgin coconut oil. You like this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I would love to see you again on my next video. See you guys next time. Bye.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.